Hello and welcome to the Business Growth Show, where we talk about all components of business and how to utilize them for exponential growth. My name is Nathan Cassiotis. I'm a business growth expert who help business owners grow and scale to create wealth and freedom. Today, I have two superstar guests. Their names are Caroline Stanbury and Sergio Carallo. And Caroline is the star of the Real Housewives of Dubai, Road Dubai, Bravo TV, Ladies of London, an entrepreneur, influencer, wife, mother of three, philanthropist, and host of the Uncut and Uncensored podcast. And Sergio is a former Real Madrid football soccer player, entrepreneur, and influencer, and they founded Bust the Label and a true power couple. Welcome, Caroline and Sergio, and thank you for being on my show.
Wow, I love that.
What an introduction. Yeah. That was amazing. Thank you.
So good.
You're very welcome. I've been heard about my great intros, so you're happy to use that if you like, but we can do something.
Yes, and you say his name better than I do. I want
100%.
to know. I can't even pronounce it, and you really rolled your R.
That was very good.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. It's probably my Greek background, Greek, Spain, a similar, area of Europe. Absolutely. So love it. Awesome. So yeah, awesome to have you both here today. And let's get into it. And I first want to start on the Real Housewives of Dubai. I watched both of you in all of it. And it's great to see you both, in your element. How was the showcase a big part of your wedding journey in it? And how different was it, I guess, on the show compared to what actually happened as well?
No, that was our wedding journey. When you're doing a TV show and you have like guests coming and you don't have time to edit or do anything, that was just exactly as it went. They got what they got. We didn't take it's housewives. You don't take takes. We don't get to redo things. So
it was actually very stressful to be honest. We had the families there, all of our friends. We were filming the TV show. There was just so many cameras around.
Yeah, because the guests also, some guests don't want to be on reality TV, which is fair enough. So, you've got people running around with consent forms, and then you've got other people that don't want to be in it. Yeah, it was nuts.
And guests texting you, listen, what is the next, lunch or dinner? I'm like, my friend, like we are in the middle of everything. So it was crazy to be honest.
Yeah, cool. Very interested to see. I loved, being part of it anyway. I'm sure it was a great experience, even with everything that happened there. And you guys definitely know how to put on a show. I'll definitely say that much. I really want to get into manifestation now. I know you both are very big on this, and recently I've seen your podcast as well, Caroline, on this as well. And I've actually got a very cool story where I manifested my wife instantly at a group meditation event. We don't probably have time to tell the story right now, but maybe you could interview me on your show maybe or something, and I can share it with my process, but we can talk about that another time. But I'd love to hear, I guess, your thoughts on manifestation and how we can manifest, what we desire.
I mean, I think if you're already doing it, you understand how it works, because obviously it's not a magic wand, but I believe we all speak things into existence. And obviously the path and visualizing things, and I'm a big on vision boards. It's not that the vision board, you pick the picture up and suddenly it comes. I think it just becomes clearer. Every step becomes clearer. It doesn't become so far away. You look at it every day, you become more focused. And it doesn't seem so hard to get from A to B anymore. And actually, sometimes when you put all the different pieces of the puzzle on one board, you kind of see that one feeds the next, which we noticed when we did this year's one, because we had Bust the Label, then we had, the retreats we want Bali that we're building with retreats and things like that, which is all health and wellness. And then we would, just different things on there, but it was an organic sort of, cycle, if it were.
Very interesting because everything kind of flows in the same direction.
And that wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
It wasn't until we actually stuck it on the board that we saw it.
We were not expecting it to be honest, but then we kind of like put everything and everything makes sense, in our ecosystem.
Yes.
And that was kind of like the key part for us. Okay, this is meant for us and it's going to work because it makes sense inside everything that we have.
Yeah, I love that. Very powerful. And I'm sure it magnifies it even more, right? Because everything's sort of working together and everything like that to really create what you guys are doing. Yeah, which is awesome. So love that as well. And let's talk about relationships now. I think relationships are everything in business. So I really love to know how you analyze people and what you look for in business partners when you're wanting to work together with other people.
Well, we kind of go off gut and story now. I think we meet enough people that, you know, obviously lots of offers come to us all the time. And it was really hard at the beginning when we, you know, to say no to things, but we've really realized to be successful, you have to learn to say no, and say no a lot. And that's not because we don't like the person or whatever, but or the idea isn't good. It's just, you know, you just can't spread yourself so thin. But
it's about human connection. I think people at the end of the day, business is about people and people buy from people. So it's just all about how you feel about the other person.
The story, the connection,
you know,
what value add that they're going to bring, you know, to you.
Because sometimes if you do it for the money, it's just not going to work, never, ever in long term, you know, like something will happen. So it's just about, you know, it really has to fit within you and with how you are. And at the end, it's like having a family, you know, like you're getting into a business partner, you start a company, it's a long-term thing, you know, it's just not going to, you know. So you really have to get to know the person, you know, like trust and develop that relationship.
We really don't choose anything based anymore on cash.
Because we've done it before and we did mistakes and now we learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Love that. So powerful, and I'm sure some awesome things when you choose to go down that path. Now your social media is amazing. You know, you're all over it with your videos, your stories, and everything like that, and what you guys do together. I'd love to know, like, how do you strategize around this? I know, you know, sort of whether you're both doing this, you know, with your own cameras, whether you've got some other team or anything helping out, and I guess what's your intention when you're posting and everything like that to showcase what you know what really are.
No one knows me like my husband, so he does it.
I do it. I love it. You know, it's kind of my passion, and but we try to just be relatable to people. People kind of like to engage. You know, really feel with them that they can be. You know, they can do what we're doing. You know, they can just be in the situation and, you know, make them laugh and interact with them at the end of the day.
I always make the joke. So if you look at some of the most the biggest influencers in the world, they're normally either married to their cameraman. And because, you know, nobody, as I say, gets your tone, your voice, or wants the best for you like your husband.
No,
really.
you're better than your husband.
And so when I have put it out before, but it wasn't as successful as it is now. And I think with the world, the way it is, as he said, it's, you know, people want light entertainment. We're not here, you know, doing heart surgery. We are, you know, we know why people enjoy us. We know that people like to have fun with us, and that, you know, it's a bit tongue in cheek.
Yeah, I love that. And it's definitely very awesome. You're definitely all over it. Let's talk a little bit more about being an influencer, because you guys, I think, you know, do it amazingly. And just generally about, what do you think the value, if people are looking at getting influencers, right, in the business, like what can an influencer bring? And then also along the sides, if we want to become an influencer, so, you know, what do we need to do to really get to that point as well?
Well, I mean, I think people undervalue influencers a lot. I get it, you know, like, oh, there's another influencer. Well, there's influencers and there's influencers. Like, you want to go and spend £1 million on a billboard for a year, go for it. But, you know, you have one in the middle of, you know, you've got to bet, you better pick that street well. Influencers are, you know, they're tastemakers, and we influence so many different people. And I have put people's brands in front of people that would, you know, ultimately never have seen them. I'm followed by very, very, very famous, powerful people, and there is no way your brand would have, you know, reached them without my shop window. And that's really what it is.
100%.
You just pick the right influencer, and that can really, really change a brand's life.
It will really transform, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. No, you guys are definitely amazing at that, and yeah, it can definitely change businesses. And you're obviously running multiple businesses in what you're doing, and yeah, looking forward to the Bali thing. It's not too far from me in Sydney, Australia, to go to Bali. We do love it. The Australians over there, and it's massive in the health and wellness space. So I'm sure it's going to do awesome. You've obviously got, you know, all the different brands and influencing things that you do. How does it work with your focus and your time? I'd love to know a bit about that. So, you know, how you get everything done and focus on, you know, enjoying yourselves as well.
Outsourcing. So we have a great team of people. So right now we have one of the top girls here in human design. She's helping us build all the courses and things for Bali. We have
team in the US for the podcast, another team for Half the Label.
Yeah, in the US.
You know, team in Bali. So we have just we try to delegate responsibilities, making sure the core of the
Hire
business.
people better than you
Yeah.
to work with you. And
We make sure the core of the business is running and it
Yeah.
is working, and then we kind of like delegate and bring people on just to take responsibility from you.
Yeah, awesome. Love that. And yeah, you've shared so much value today. It's been a pleasure interviewing you both. You're amazing influencers and showcase your authentic selves and everything you do. I look forward to spending time with both of you in Dubai. So how can people follow you online and listen to your podcast and get access to your products and everything?
Caroline Stanbury on Instagram, Uncut and Uncensored on Spotify and everywhere that podcasts are.
Basically, and bust the label if you want to
Bust the
just,
label.
bust the label, everything. But if you go to a profile, Sergio Carrallo and Caroline Stanbury, everything will be there, and then you can just dig in a little bit into our world.
Thank you, everyone, for watching and listening to the show where we talk about everything on business growth. And please like, subscribe, and leave us a 5-star review. You can find me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube as Ethan Cassiotis, or visit my website, ethancassiotis.com. If you want to grow and scale your business, you can reach out to me on any platform to see if we're a good fit. I completely agree with you, or do I? The only way you know is if you tune in next time. So until next time, remember that our business grows when we learn skills and take action using them in spite of fear. So remember to design your growth and results.